Hey everyone! So many of us have dresses we love but that are just a little too short. In this video, I'm going to show you some easy ways to lengthen dresses of different styles, from simple A-line dresses to more complicated designs. We'll cover several techniques, so whether you need to add just an inch or two, or even up to 4 inches, you'll find a method that works for you. Let's get started. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a common fashion dilemma: how to lengthen a dress that's just a little too short. We'll cover several different ways to add length to your favorite dresses, no matter the style. So, when is lengthening a dress necessary? Well, sometimes you find the perfect dress, but it's just a tad too short. Maybe you've lost or gained weight, and your old favorite is now a bit too revealing. Or perhaps you simply want to update a dress to a more current length. Whatever the reason, don't let a short hemline stop you from rocking that dress. Let's start with one of the easiest and most visually appealing methods: using lace or flounce. This is fantastic for adding a delicate and feminine touch. You can buy lace or flounce trim at most fabric stores, and the process is relatively simple. First, measure how much length you need to add. Then, cut your lace or flounce to the correct length, adding a bit extra for seam allowance. Next, carefully sew the lace or flounce to the hem of your dress, ensuring a neat and even finish. You can hand stitch it for a more delicate look, or use a sewing machine for a quicker result. Consider the overall style of your dress when choosing the type of lace or flounce. A delicate floral lace might be perfect for a romantic dress, while a bolder geometric pattern could work well with a more modern style. Remember to choose a color that complements your dress perfectly. Experiment with different stitching techniques to create unique and interesting effects. A simple straight stitch will do the job, but you can also try decorative stitches for a more personalized touch. Another great option is to create inserts on the skirt. This method is ideal for dresses with a defined waistband or a structured skirt. You'll need to carefully measure the amount of length you need to add. Then, cut a piece of fabric that matches your dress, or choose a contrasting fabric for a more striking effect. The fabric you choose should be similar in weight and texture to your dress fabric to ensure a seamless blend. Next, carefully sew the insert onto the bottom of the skirt, matching the seams and ensuring a smooth transition. This method allows for more creative freedom, as you can use different fabrics, patterns, or even add pockets to the insert. Remember to press your seams carefully to create a professional finish. Now, let's talk about lengthening the waist. This is a more advanced technique, but it can be incredibly effective for dresses that are too short because the waistline sits too high. You'll need to carefully unpick the existing waistband or seam at the waist. Then, carefully insert a strip of fabric to extend the waistline. The width of this strip will determine how much length you add. Once the strip is sewn in place, you can reattach the waistband or create a new one. This method requires a good understanding of sewing, so if you're not comfortable with this, it's best to seek the help of a professional seamstress. Finally, we'll look at lengthening the bodice. This is usually necessary for dresses where the bodice is too short, making the dress look disproportionate. Similar to lengthening the waist, this requires unpicking seams and inserting fabric panels to extend the bodice length. This is a more complex technique and requires precision to ensure the dress maintains its shape and fit. Again, if you're not confident in your sewing skills, it's best to seek professional help. Remember to carefully match the fabric and stitching to maintain the integrity of the original dress. Accurate measurements are crucial for a successful outcome. And there you have it. For different ways to add length to your dresses. Remember to always pre-wash your fabrics and test your stitching on a scrap piece before working on your dress. Happy sewing! Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're tackling a common clothing dilemma: how to lengthen those dresses that you love but just aren't quite the right length. We'll be exploring several different techniques, so grab your sewing supplies and let's get started. First up, let's talk about creating a high waist. This is a fantastic way to add length to almost any dress, especially those that are a little too short or just need a bit of a style refresh. The key here is to carefully measure how much extra length you need. Then, You'll want to cut a strip of fabric, ideally, a matching fabric or something that complements your dress beautifully, that's wide enough to create the desired high waist effect. The length of this strip will depend on how much you want to lengthen the dress and the width of your waistband. Sew this strip onto the existing waistband, creating a clean, neat finish. You can even add some decorative stitching or embellishments to really elevate the look. Remember to press your seams nicely for a professional finish. This technique works wonders on A-line dresses, fit and flare dresses, and even some shift dresses. Next, let's explore the magic of cape elements. Adding a cape to your dress is a fantastic way to add both length and a touch of drama. You can create a cape from a contrasting fabric for a bold statement or use a matching fabric for a more subtle effect. The beauty of this technique is its versatility. You can create a short, elegant cape that just skims the hips, or a longer, flowing cape that adds significant length. The key is to carefully measure and cut your fabric, ensuring that the cape drapes beautifully and complements the overall silhouette of your dress. You'll want to attach the cape to the shoulders or neckline of your dress, using a strong stitch that will hold up to wear and tear. Consider adding some decorative elements like lace or embroidery to personalize your cape. Now, let's talk about creating a train. This is a more advanced technique, but the results are absolutely stunning. A train adds a touch of elegance and sophistication to any dress, and it's a fantastic way to add significant length. You'll need to carefully measure the desired length of your train and cut a piece of fabric accordingly. The fabric should be a luxurious material that drapes well, like silk or chiffon. Attach the train to the back of your dress, ensuring that the seam is neatly finished and invisible. You can add some subtle gathers or pleats to create a more dramatic effect. Remember, a well-executed train can transform a simple dress into a showstopper. Let's move on to lengthening knitted or denim dresses. These fabrics require a slightly different approach. With knitted dresses, you can often get away with adding a simple band of fabric to the hem. Choose a fabric that complements the knit and use a stretchy stitch to ensure a comfortable fit. For denim dresses, you might need to add a panel of denim to the bottom hem. This requires a bit more precision, but the result is a seamlessly lengthened dress. Remember to carefully match the fabric and stitching to ensure a cohesive look. Finally, let's discuss decorative inserts. This is a great way to add length and personality to your dress. You can use lace, embroidery, or even contrasting fabric to create a unique and stylish design. The key here is to choose inserts that complement the style and color of your dress. You can add inserts to the hem, the waist, or even the sleeves to create a truly personalized look. Get creative and have fun with it. Experiment with different textures and patterns to find the perfect combination. Remember to carefully measure and cut your inserts to ensure a precise fit. And there you have it. 5 different ways to lengthen your dresses. I hope these tips and tricks have inspired you to get creative and give your wardrobe a little refresh. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more DIY fashion tips and tricks. Happy sewing!